break. Stephen mentioned the studio. This is an important shot. Doesn't want to leave a shot to nothing. Will the yellow come to the rescue? Yeah, decent break, even if he can get through it. I don't think he could avoid the cannon. You see he can get through to that red, but I don't think he can play it as a shot to nothing. If he takes this on, hold on to your hats, because as I say, I can't see him getting back into bulk off this.
Thank you now.
More reds in motion there than Anfield on a Saturday afternoon.
It's not the worst result. This red to the right corner, maybe cuttable. He's coming round to look, so it must be on. So he's going to have to trust to a little bit of luck here, Mark Selby, as far as position goes. He's trying to play it with a bit of control, a bit of trying to screw the red in, but as he's trying to control the cue ball. That makes the pot harder because the cue ball would push into the red.
One.
Decided to play it with check, and he was unfortunate there. Trying to play through the little gap for choice of pink or black. I think he's still on the pink. If he plays this, this is a nasty one.
He's just so dependable and reliable in these kind of ultra pressure situations. His temperament is fantastic.
Yeah, never fails to disappoint in these kind of situations. The Iron Man of snooker, I call him.
Eight.
Brush on the green.
13.
He's not perfect here by any means. Yeah, I don't think he can play it plain ball and slip past the left hand side of that red to the right of your screen there. So he's going to have to put some sort of juice on the cue ball, which almost forces him into some sort of cannon. And then it's almost lap of the gods if he lands on a colour. So this is not good.
14.
That's why it wasn't good. Couldn't avoid the cannon. And the bang on the table. Well, I don't really blame him.
At his level, when you get in like that, you expect to fully exploit the chance. Now though, psychologically it's a matter of accepting the fact that you've only made 14 and get on with the job, which is now containment, unless he takes on what would be a very bold blue indeed.
I'll tell you what, the way he's shaping up, I think he is taking it on. Dear, this is difficult at any stage.
Mark Selby, 14.
For a player who plays the percentage game so well, that really was very risky. Everyone would have applauded, of course, had it gone in and hit the back of the pocket, but that was asking an awful lot, especially in a decider. Right at the start of the match I was saying that by reaching the semi-finals of the German Masters last week, it was a real tonic for Martin Gould. Defeat here would be a real setback.
Yeah, that wasn't as easy as it may have looked on screen. That was very difficult. Hardly threatened the pocket. Far too wide, and he's left Martin Gould a golden chance here. If this red goes in, he's plumb.
One.
You're right, Alan, the red that Selby missed wasn't easy, but what was astounding, how far he missed it by.
Eight. Nine. $16.
It's all about two things, this. One, composure, and two, your nerve.
17.
His heart would have missed more than one beat there.
24.
Just grazing in off the near jaw, and we know that if he hit that near jaw quite often, the pocket says no thank you.
25.
If Gould does win, and he's still quite some way from doing so, I think it's fair
32.
to say, Alan, that Selby would prefer to have been beaten 4-1 than in this manner, coming back all the way and then having 2 chances in the decider and not doing it. He's a great competitor, Selby, and if he does lose, it will sting.
$33.
Going up towards a bulk area here for the next few shots. I think it'll work in Martin Gould's favour, especially if he can get the blue back in its spot, because he could use that to attack those 3 open reds down this side of the table in a few shots' time.
$38. $39. $41.
Scoreboard check, 27 in front. Let's say 20 off the next 3 reds, potentially.
42.
It'll be 47. So that tells us we need another 3 reds and colours after this pink.
$48. $49.
I don't think he can hold for the red, so through green and brown and back the same path. Doesn't want a big bounce here. Well, in fact, it might not be a bad thing with the red near the pink, but decided to screw it. I think that was the wrong shot, especially because the red doesn't go past the brown. That was a really strange choice for me. And Mark Selby
54.
will be perking up here, looking at the scoreboard, and he's checking it. He's just perked himself up. Martin Gould has just thrown him a lifeline.
Martin Gould 54.
the Reds you have come to expect. Selby burying. In terms of leaving a pot, no damage done. The one red that Gould will not be playing off is the one on the left-hand side cushion. That's his best friend at the moment.
No attempt at the pot, just pushing the red side cushion and in beside the other one. Yeah, that red on the left side cushion may seem quite relevant right now, but if Mark Selby gets any chance at all, he'll be lifting that. That's maybe in 2 or 3 shots time. There's little that Martin Gould could do to prevent it. Not easy to cover that red. This is where Mark Selby's clever. He'll be pushing this red at the green side of the green half of the table, and the cue ball on the yellow half. Trying to protect the 3 open reds. Try and force Martin Gould into playing the one on the left side cushion. Oh, he got it too thin. He'll be disappointed with that.
Yes, it's a massive help to Gould that that red's there. It really is.
As I said a few shots ago, Mark Selby eventually will get a chance to lift this red, and I think he might play it. He's really having a good look at the middle one of the 3 reds, though. He wants to take it on. This is massively risky.
So far in the decider, out of position with 1 chance and 3 reds missed of varying difficulty.
Yeah, the trouble with the shot Mark Selby played there, if you miss the red trying to lay the cue ball in a certain area, then, as I say, if you miss it, then the cue ball finishes in a different place, and that different place has given Martin Gould this chance, and that could and should be match over. If this blue drops in dead weight.
Yes, the difference at the moment is 41. The blue would make it 46. 1 more red would leave Selby requiring snookers. Same applies with the pink, of course.
I'm astonished he's playing the pink, but he's got the button there. He likes to punch it, as I've said before. Match ball. And it's there.
Seven. Eight.
But given Selby's ability to win frames from nowhere, he won't be dropping the mental guard just yet, will he?
$13.
53 points divides the two players, 43 on the table. That means 3 snookers needed, or 1 snooker and a free ball. Doable. Unlikely, but doable.
Yeah, it's just the fact that Martin Gould's playing against Mark Selby here. He'll full concentration, and that's clever, pushing both reds up the table. Mark will carry on.
Gould, 13.
It's all about can he get red black and work from there, but he comes to the table and he's in trouble.
That's it.
That's
predicted the lengthiest frame of the match, but that won't concern Martin Gould in the slightest. Mark Selby, the world #1, is gone. Beaten by 4 frames to 3. Gould advances to the last 16 to take on Joe Perry.
Just as I was about to say, Martin Gould through to the last 16 to play Joe Perry in the second round.